Top one ladies, my name is Chaz, and welcome to the custom card review. Hey, I did not mess up on the intro. So, in this custom card review, I am gonna go over the inspection.
Inspection.
Yes, that one. So, it's a spell card that probably some people, like myself, knows about its existence. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, this one. So, there's for me, I could see story of it inside of this card artwork, like her father or someone expecting for cheat thing or whatever. So I decided to make 5 fantasy support cards for it. So we got 2 spells, 3 monsters. Or, just to clarify, 2 effect monsters and 1 synchro monster. So, yeah. So, the first card will be Mad of the Expector. Or, the one here, and
Inspectioner.
yeah. So, this card is a spell card, but it has the effect of once per turn, during either player's turns, you can shuffle 1 card from your hand or graveyard into the deck. You look into your opponent's deck. If it does, select 2 cards from it to your hand. Yeah, that's it's on field effect, basically. If this card is sent to the grave, you can, you can discard 2 cards from your hand, but normal summon 2 monsters from anywhere to your field. I was gonna make it have special summon 2 monsters. Yeah. So the other spell, this one of today's one, is Pointing Finger of the Inspection. It's a quick play. So if this card is activated, you can shuffle all spells and trap cards from the field except this card into the owner's deck. Both players lose 500 life points for each card from either player's decks by this effect. If this card is in your graveyard, you can shuffle this card into the deck and add 3 cards from your deck or graveyard or banish them to your hand. If it does, then your opponent cannot activate any card effects or declare an attack until the end of the 3rd turn. You can only use this effect for once per turn. This card's effects cannot be negated by card effects. So this, I know this might be broken because it's really fast. So, ready? So now we're on to monsters. So we're on Guardian of the Inspector. It's a Earth level 4 warrior effect monster with 1500 attack, 1000 defense. His effect. If this card is normal summon, you can select one card from or that mentions like inspection from your deck or graveyard, add it to your hand. If it does, inflict 1000 damage to your opponent's life points once per turn. During your opponent's draw phase, you can tribute this card, destroy all cards from the field or opponent's side of the field. Home. Up to the numbers of cards in your hand. During the during the end phase, you can special summon this card back to your field and from the graveyard. If your opponent activates. So this last part is you can shovel this card into the deck. Negates like card effects that like inflict damage, and then or anything, and so this card might be broken for it because it searches out the cards like this one, because when it says mentions it, does it mean like it's in its like card name? So so this one, it does a lot. And for like Guardian, Big Shield Gardner, or Gardner, of the it's pretty big boss guy. So then we got the king of the inspection. This card is it's Earth level 4 warrior tuner effect monster, and its main goal is you can discard this card to the graveyard. Add one of that field or that spell card, this one, from your deck or graveyard or battlefield to your hand. If this card is in your graveyard, you can shuffle this card into the deck. Skip your opponent's turn. If you do, then you draw 4 cards from the top of your deck. So basically, you're like summons, or you discard him, or no, you summon him, brings out, or like grabs him, then you discard him to add the certain spell card to your hand. And then you shuffle him into the deck, and your opponent's turn comes around, it gets skipped. And then then you draw 4 cards, and so it only works once per turn. So you can summon him, like normally summon him, and then you do, like, if you had a level 1 monster on the field, that is not a tuner, you could bring out this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9. 9. And then her effect goes off Once per turn, during either player's turns, shuffle one card from your graveyard or mana zone into the deck. Place one sad counter on this card. Max 10. If this card inflicts damage to your opponent's life points, you can remove 2 sad counters from this card, makes this card attack again. If it does, your opponent must mill 3 cards from the top of their deck to the graveyard. If this card is sent to the grave, you can pay 100 life points, special summon this card back to your field, but its attack points become double the attack points. So, basically, there's no way to bring her or keep her in the grave, because she's a, like, you know how, like, some people or some kids have, like, sadness? Like, why did you destroy my PS4? Kind. Yeah. Or usually, yeah. She has her own counter. It's called sad counter. And it's it's only placed on her. So, like, you can shuffle, like, one card, so that will make her have it. But you could go, or if it was, so let's do our math. So, max is 10, and minus 2 for each one. So it would be 10 divided by 5 or 2, or like subtract, right? Because usually it's 2 plus, or no, 2 plus time, or no, times 5 equals 10. 2 plus, or no, 2 times 5 equals 10. So, use her effect about 5 times. Maybe someone in the comments are saying, oh, you're wrong. I see you writing that comment in below. Yeah, because this one, and you only have to pay 100 life points to bring her back. Basically, you're paying extra, like, basically you're casting a spell to bring her back. But her attack points become, like, double. So, ready? Times 2. Yeah, she basically has 7,000 points. So she can basically run over most of the stuff. Like 5-headed dragon? Nope. 4-headed dragon? No. The bombshell dragon? Yeah. Because with this card, or one of these cards, like, is like, trying to remember. Oh, this one, yes. Of today's card, this one, once it's shuffled into the deck before, and you decide, oh, how about I'll use its effect to bring out like, before, then use her effect to, like, bring it on your turn, it's basically like generate her own sad tokens things or counters. Like you could do it on your turn. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. I don't know how that works, but yeah. So then the king, you would also use his effect to like shuffle him back into the deck. Skip your opponent's next turn. Draw 4 cards again. And then then this one and doesn't have it, but this one does. Yeah. So like if your opponent decides, oh, I'm gonna or use it on like such and such. Yeah. So I don't know about the trap card. I'm thinking about making a trap card where it brings out the like normal summons him by shuffling like the king back into the deck, or one of those cards. So yeah, to bring out this one, then activates its effect, brings out or adds to your hand the king, and activates its effect. Yes, then you could use, but if you had it in your hand, it says if your opponent activates a card effect or declares attack, you can reveal this card from your hand, shuffle it into the deck, negate it. Yeah. So basically, it has its on the field effect of allows you to basically discard, or no, it destroys itself, summons itself back after it destroys, and then it it only works with your opponents. So basically, yeah, if your opponent decides, oh, I'm gonna have 20 monsters on the field, alright, I'll activate his effect. Tribute him, now it destroys all of my opponent's yeah. After, like, you sorry, of your opponent's turn, this one is, like, pretty broken with this one, because this one searches out, like, the king, or this one, or, like, this one. Definitely not this one, because it's always in the extra deck. So, what should I do? Next one? Should I make a pendulum monster that allows you to pendulum summon with to bring out this one? Or for me, it would be a monster called Offense of the So because with her effect, or with each one of their effects, or helps the inspection go a little bit quicker. Like, you could use like inspection with man of the inspector, and then use her effect if you manages to bring her out. So, like, during the... So, basically, when you activate all three, it's basically you win. You select 2 cards, and yeah. And then you do a lot during your opponent's turn. So, yeah. Then... But the only card that's not able to be on a standby phase, so basically, is this one. It allows you to basically, it's during her draw phase, or opponent's draw phase. You can tribute it, special summon it back. Like back and forth. And yeah. You could use self-revival or whatever that spell card is on it. You would draw many cards to make big boy plays. Yeah. So, yeah. This is the archetype so far. There's 5 cards to make it way broken. Like, push into the better game. Because I designed this archetype. So I won't go down that easily. And the YouTuber named of Florentine Yu-Gi-Oh! If you're watching this, you're always welcome to duel me. So, peace out, y'all.